Welcome to the JPLand 21 podcast. That being said, thank you to everyone listening on Spotify. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. You could see me and hear me both on YouTube and on Spotify. I wanted to talk a lot about Universal today. Revenge of the Mummy, Transformers, Jurassic World, all three which are due for refurbishment. And there's a big rumor with Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, and it's that the ride's closing. Not for good, but closing for a while. And that ride has been due for refurbishment since it reopened probably 2021. Yeah, that ride is definitely showing its age. Half of the animatronics don't work. The screens barely work. The audio is inconsistent. And that ride, I mean, it's over 20 years old now. The rumor is this week, by the end of this week, they're going to be closing the ride for an extended refurbishment for 4 months. Now, I called Universal to verify this rumor, and they said they weren't sure how long the ride will be closing. However, Sunday will be its last operating day before an extended refurbishment. So that's very exciting. Obviously, I'm sure they'll bring back all of the effects that are currently broken, but one effect that I want to see a return is the original ending of the attraction. This ride has been around for a while, and for the first maybe 4 or 5 years of the attraction being around, they had an original ending where you'd see Imhotep kind of bursting into flames in the sky. They had a huge projected dome as you're on that turntable before returning back to the station, and I thought that was one of the coolest effects you could see on a roller coaster, especially an indoor roller coaster. Now we just have a screen that hardly ever works. I think they removed that effect due to the nitrogen blast at the very end. I think that's unsafe for the guests. There is modern technology to make that possible. However, the rest of the ride definitely needs an upgrade. It's funny because Halloween Horror Nights Haunted House, like A Quiet Place, looks significantly better than a permanent attraction like Revenge of the Mummy, the ride. A Quiet Place used incredible animatronics, incredible technology to bring these creatures to life. The technology used in just a haunted house was significantly better than a permanent attraction that's been here for over 20 years. So hopefully over time they consider all of that. Hopefully they put more budget into their permanent attractions, things that are going to be seen by a guest day to day rather than seasonally, which is fine. I loved A Quiet Place. I loved the technology they put into it. We should see that technology put into more permanent attractions like the Mummy ride. However, I'm not against them putting that much effort into a haunted house. I think the Hollywood counterpart definitely needs an upgrade for Halloween Horror Nights. Differences between Orlando and Hollywood are obvious. I think we just need a change in the creative team. The creative team needs to be revised. We need a creative team that could find a better balance between trigger scares and regular scares. Regular scares being just people popping out with no strobe lights or anything like that. And I saw that a lot in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I saw a lot of the scare actors not utilizing their triggers. Those scares were a lot more effective because it's the same kind of chemistry every single haunted house, and I think you get used to it. That's why these haunted houses aren't as scary, especially if you've been visiting the event for as long as I have. I've been visiting since 2011. This year we've had 6 repeating properties: Blumhouse, Ghostbusters, Insidious. And I think people are tired of seeing the same things over and over and over. But anyways, jumping back into refurbishments and the lower lot. The lower lot is not looking too good, and it's not going to be that great this upcoming holiday season. Mummy Ride will be closing, and Jurassic World is closed for an extended period of time as well. I think they're upgrading some of the animatronics. I think the skin on the Indominus Rex has been missing, so I think they're bringing that back or working to bring that back, along with accommodating those busier hours we're going to see this holiday season. So I think up until December 1st, Jurassic World is closed. Don't quote me on that date because I could be wrong here. I've just been told December 1st. However, we're going to be missing 2 major attractions at the lower lot for at least a month now, and that leaves us with Transformers and Mario Kart. However, that also confirms a few things for the lower lot. It shows that the Revenge of the Mummy ride, since it's closing for an extended refurbishment, will be here for a while. The lower lot is going through an interesting phase. They are also doing some mysterious project behind the Mummy Ride right now, formerly the queue for Dead Exposure, Death Valley. There are markings on the ground. There are walls up around the Mummy Ride, so you can't see what's going on from the queue. I think they have major plans there, either repaving the ground or maybe even relocating Studio Tour, which has been a rumor for a very, very long time now, almost 5 years. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you in tune with that. And that wraps up today's JP Land 21 podcast episode. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like. I'm JP, and I'll see you in the next one.